Welcome to the FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly podcast series hosted by Jason Ayers, a top instructor, trader, and founder of OptionSource.net. Join Jason as he discusses the latest trends in the Forex market with a look ahead on the US dollar versus the major currencies using the most commonly used technical indicators.
Well, hi there and welcome to the ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for September 10th, 2012. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionSource.net. Let's start off with a look at the weekly chart of the US dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the US dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. While the US dollar index continues to fall towards the 79.80 support level, we expect a bounce at 80 with 81.82 acting as an overhead resistance. Let's take a quick look at the daily chart. The daily chart reflects last Friday's close at 80 with a short-term upside target of 81. Next up, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar as seen here in the CDD. Well, the CDD broke below 98. 98.99 becomes the new resistance level. The path of least resistance is to the downside with 96.97 as the next level of support. Next up, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is seen here in the YUK. Well, the YUK is back down testing 78 for support. We are open to a bounce higher with 79.5 acting as resistance. A break below 78 opens the window for a continuation to the downside. Let's take a look at the US dollar versus the euro as seen here in the ISE FX options pair value EUI. Well, the EUI continues to weaken with 77.78 as the next support level. Provided 78 holds as support, we are open to a test of 79.80 for resistance. Let's take a look at the BPX, the US dollar versus the British pound. The BPX continues to trend lower. However, we suspect a bounce at 62.5 support. 63 assumes the role of resistance. Let's take a look at the US dollar versus the Australian dollar as seen here in the ISE FX options pair value AUX. Well, the AUX dropped back to test support at 96. A bounce is likely to meet resistance at 98. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the US dollar index continues to trend lower. 80 should act as a support level this week, and we expect a bounce. However, the path of least resistance is to the downside. The CDD broke below 98, signaling a continuation lower. 98.99 now assumes the role of resistance. The next target lower is the 96.97 focal zone. The YUK is once again testing 78.5 for support. We expect a bounce this week. The EUI broke lower, 77.78 assumes the role of support. We expect a bounce this week. However, the trend in force is to the downside. The BPX is test support at 62.5. We expect a bounce this week. The AUX pulled back the test support at the 96.97 focal zone. As long as 96 holds as support, we are open to a bounce this week. And this has been your ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for September 10th, 2012. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionSource.net reminding you to sign up for your free webinar at www.optionsource.net.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary, visit www.fxoptions.com. Become an OptionSource.net member. Visit www.optionsource.net. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in US dollars and have a European-style exercise.